Fun fact, yelling, "I'm a civilian," does not make bullets uninstall themselves. Welcome to Article 51. All right, listen up, you filthy heathens. This is FAFO Tactical Media. If you're here for comfort, you're lost. If you're here to learn something and laugh while the world burns, welcome to the bunker. Article 51, civilians are protected until they decide to FAFO. Article 51 of the Geneva Conventions is the one everyone loves to quote, right up until it applies to them. This article answers one very important question. Who is protected in war? Answer: civilians. But, and this is a big but, only while they act like civilians. Article 51 says civilians cannot be targeted, not bombed, not shelled, not treated like NPCs in a war simulator, unless they decide to jump into the fight. And Geneva is very specific about what counts. Being mad doesn't count. Being loud doesn't count. Posting cringe propaganda doesn't count. Yelling at soldiers from a balcony absolutely does not count. But the second a civilian picks up a weapon, fires shots, spots targets, guides attacks, carries ammo, or directly helps the fighting. Congratulations, you just toggled combatant mode. Geneva doesn't care about your intentions. Geneva doesn't care about your Instagram bio. Geneva cares about what your hands are doing. Here's where people lose the plot. Article 51 does not say civilians lose protection forever. This isn't a permanent ban. This is a temporary FAFO subscription. Protection turns off while you participate. Protection turns back on when you stop. It's not a badge, it's a switch. Weapon down, protection back. Weapon up, protection gone. This isn't a vibe check, it's behavior-based. And before Doug gets ideas, no, this doesn't mean self-defense makes you a combatant. Defending your home isn't taking part in hostilities. That's just survival. Geneva is talking about organized violence connected to the conflict, not Doug fighting raccoons behind the shed with a shovel and a dream. Article 51 exists because modern wars kept doing this fun little trick where armies treated entire cities like military targets. Geneva said, nope, absolutely not. That's why Article 51 also bans terror bombing, targeting civilians to scare them, treating populations as enemy units, punishing people for existing too close to the fight. Doug misunderstood this and thought wearing camo meant he was a combatant. No, Doug, you're still a civilian. You just look like a couch that joined a militia. So here's the real lesson of Article 51. Civilians are protected, but protection is conditional, and Geneva watches actions, not excuses. If you stay out of the fight, you're protected. If you step into the fight even briefly, the rules change. Stay feral. Know when the switch flips, because Geneva doesn't miss.